Hi, I'm Jamie.
I'm Karen.
We're adventures by the miles. Forget the hikes for a second. The real adventure in the Smokies is on your plate.
We're diving into the restaurants you absolutely have to try on your next visit. And trust us, you'll be thanking us later.
Here's our list of favorite restaurants in the Smoky Mountains in no particular order.
First up is Puckett's.
This is the place to get fried chicken. Their fried chicken, and they will tell you when you go in to order it, is made to order.
And they're like, do you mind waiting 20 minutes for fresh chicken? Does anyone mind waiting 20 minutes for fresh, crispy fried chicken? What a silly question.
This chicken came out so hot you couldn't even eat it. We moved on to another entree, so that tells you a lot right there. So that is the place to go to get your fried chicken.
And also, they had cinnamon roll bread pudding. They had mac and cheese with the just tenderest pulled pork I've ever had on it. And they even come with jalapeno little cornbread pancake things that I'm still not sure what they are, but they were tasty.
And something we forget, the service was some of the best we'd had in that area. Everybody, not just the lady that brought our food or the lady that took our order when we came in, everybody kept checking on us, just making sure we were okay, because there was actually a lady that kind of waited on us, guy that brought food out, and everybody just kept coming around checking, make sure we were still doing good, everything was good, didn't need anything.
And that's worth mentioning because you actually come in, order at a counter, get a number, and then they bring you the food, and I did not expect any follow-up service after that. So it was a nice surprise.
Expect a thing, honestly. Then next on the list is Split Rail Eats.
This is a completely new and completely hidden gem for us. It is in the arts and crafts community, and it looks like it is in an apartment complex. The first floor of the complex is like stores and stuff, and then the second and third floors are the apartments. So it is hidden.
You have to be looking for it, otherwise you will miss it if you drive past or even in the parking lot.
But this is worth going out to go find. Get off the strip, go out there.
Everything we had was just excellent. The service was good, but we even tried some mimosas. They were good.
And I had a Korean barbecue chicken sandwich. Oh, it was so good. I mean, it was sweet, it was spicy, it was crunchy, it hit all the marks.
Everything we had, I don't know, we enjoyed. We thought every bit of it was good. Because I did not care for the flavor of her food, but it was good, if that makes any sense. Nothing was dry, everything was, I don't know, it was juicy. Everything was really good.
Oh God, and the fried pickles were a revelation. The breading didn't come off. They were the best fried pickles I've ever had.
They were really good. I'm not a huge fan of pickles, and I was impressed. Like she said, the breading was just right. It wasn't real thick, but you could still taste the pickle, but it didn't fall off in one bite.
But they also have a full bar. They have the beer on tap wall, and the way it's split up, it's cool because there's tables, and then there's an area where it's like couches and high top tables in the back. It really hits all the marks.
And the next place on our list is Tom and Earl's Back Alley Cafe. We walked past this place for years. Honestly, I'll say it because they had live music, and most of the time we went by was at night and it was loud. And that was something that just did not interest us. Then we went by one day in the afternoon when it was rainy, and we went in and had the best Sloppy Joe sandwich I think I've ever had. The Sloppy Jethro, maybe?
The Sloppy Jethro. You can tell
it's homemade.
It's homemade, and
it doesn't have the tomatoey, pasty kind of anything you get off the shelf. I can say it, man, which any other brand you get usually has that certain tomato paste consistency to it.
I wish I was one of those people that could be like, this is the restaurant's secret recipe, because there's definitely tomato, there's definitely mustard. I have no idea what else is in this wonderful concoction.
Maybe some oregano, maybe some salt and pepper. I'm just taking a stab in the dark, but it is so flavorful, and it is not greasy or juicy or thick with tomato paste like most Sloppy Joes that you get anywhere else.
And the Hillbilly Philly.
Yes, the other thing we've had multiple times.
Basically, it's a country fried French dip. Oh, the au jus is amazing. It's so beefy. I love it there.
And this is somewhere I find that's interesting because it may hold 30 people inside. There's a little patio out back. But the few times we've gone in, there's like 3 or 4 people working, but they're working the bar and the tables, and you never run out of drinks. You never feel neglected. So you get great service along with some amazing food.
And Tom and Earl seems to be one of those if you know places, and if you don't, you're missing out.
And a new place that just opened is Gorilla Tacos.
They had me from the giant stuffed luchador gorilla at the door. They really did.
You have to walk around the restaurant, look at the decor. There's paintings in the hallways by the bathrooms. There's paintings in the bathrooms.
They have the Gorilla Mafia room with gorillas as mafia dons in a little private dining room.
And then you kind of have to step in there and turn around or sit down at the tables because then they have different weapons up on the wall and display cases. It's just very well themed.
But it's not just about the theming. These are the best darn tacos I think I've ever had in my entire life.
We were a big fan of Loco Burro. We ate there quite a bit. This, in my mind, just blows them out of the water. It doesn't even compare.
It doesn't. There was I think it was Chipotle barbecue pulled pork taco. It was sweet. It was spicy. That was amazing.
The freshness of the food, all the ingredients seems very fresh. Nothing's overcooked. Nothing's dried out. The tortillas aren't dried out, the chicken, the steak, and nothing's like over seasoned. Like there's not too much sauce on anything. And it's just so flavorful, just cooked exactly right. And the service in this place was great.
And I'm not particularly a great drinker, but the margarita was flavorful, it was strong, and it was cheap, which is something you can't say for a lot of stuff in Pigeon Forge.
And their salsa was actually interesting too, because most places we go, all the salsa has giant pieces of onions and tomatoes, and minced doesn't even describe these. These were blended into the salsa, because you could taste peppers, you could taste onions, you could taste tomatoes.
Yeah, it was a slightly chunky blend. I'm not really sure how to explain that.
And another one on our list is the Pottery House Cafe.
That is, I don't know, I think it's cute for a little romantic date night. We've been out on the patio, that's where it's really cute, but it's still...
Oh yeah, because there's a koi pond with our fountain in the back.
But it's comfy, it's like country cooking, but slightly elevated. What makes it special is it's right by the old mill. So we got fried tomatoes, and it was cornmeal that they ground. We've had pecan fried chicken, and they grind the meal there.
Fried chicken was life-changing, at least in my world. It was like breakfast and dinner mixed together, which, yes, I know makes brunch, but it was just the best of both worlds.
Yeah, the chicken itself is nice and crunchy. It's got a nice sweet sauce made from a French toast moonshine.
The chicken is just perfect. It's not fatty. It's not chewy. It's cooked to perfection. It tastes great. It's so soft you can cut it with a fork, which is weird for chicken.
Shrimp and grits was amazing. I mean, it should be some of the best grits I've ever had. They make them themselves. The fried tomatoes we'd never had. Those were great.
We're skipping the bread they bring you.
Oh, yeah. Geez, the free bread. I mean, it is the best thing I've ever had for free in Pigeon Forge.
Free makes it taste great, but even if it was $2 or $3, $5, I think it'd be worth it. And one real quick thing, we had French onion soup there in a bread bowl. That was out of this world, I thought.
It was. That would be my main takeaway, be like, get that if you think you might like it.
And then Crazy Mason. That is the greatest place to get a milkshake.
It had to make our list. We just... if it is open, we will go. We like to go in the off season sometimes, so sometimes Crazy Mason is closed for cleaning. And I must say, cleanest restaurant I've ever seen, because I swear for 1 week every year they practically dismantle the place and clean every crack and crevice.
Generally somewhere between January 10th and 20th, we've discovered they update everything and clean.
But these are some of the biggest, most creative milkshakes I've ever seen. And you're getting a giant milkshake, you're getting a slice of banana bread or a slice of cheesecake or a s'more or a cookie or a donut or something else on top of it. The presentation's adorable.
That's enough food. You get 2 items for the price of it for the $20 for the shake. Next on our list is West by God Pizza.
They feature coal-fired pizza, West Virginia style. I'm all about this place. They've got fried pepperoni rolls. They're crunchy. They're cheesy, they're spicy with the pepperoni, and shockingly, they're not greasy. I mean, I expected like grease to just pour out of them, and it didn't. Onion rings at a pizza place? Yes, their onion rings are awesome. We've been twice. We've had a caprese pizza. We've had the pistachio pesto, which it's pesto and sausage and honey, which sounds like a strange combination, but the spiciness and the meatiness of the sausage and just a hint of sweetness. I mean, I want to go back and try all of their pizzas, and their service is amazing.
And next on our list is Cookie Dough Monster.
Which, I have to say, I think they sell themselves short. They have cookie dough, but they have burgers, they have Mother Clucker chicken sandwiches, they've got grilled cheeses, and fries, and we have never had anything bad there.
We've tried all different kinds of truffle fries, fries covered in cheese and chili, and all kinds of toppings. And everything comes out hot, very well seasoned, and the fries are not burnt. That's hard to do when you're covering it with 4 or 5 different toppings.
Now, these sandwiches are the kind that when you pick them up, they are going to drip down your elbows, and you're not going to care. That's the best part. I love the Jennifer Lopez, which is like chicken and waffles and hot honey and syrup. I've had a caprese grilled cheese, which is their Italy. Their burgers are amazing. The fries are amazing. The shakes are amazing. There's nothing that's not amazing at this place.
Everything is quite flavorful. It comes out really fast, but it comes out hot. And where she says dripping down your arm, it's not from grease or anything, if that's the way you like your burgers or chicken. I was going to say, to me, it's just all the seasonings and toppings that they put in. They put a ton on there, and everything is melted so it is running off the sandwich.
Yeah, there's like no sandwich that doesn't have at least 3 or 4 toppings and a sauce, and it just seems overwhelming, but it's not. It's like a symphony in your mouth.
And yes, you're paying $15, $16 for each one, but it is well worth it. So one of our favorite places that we go to every time we're there, it seems like, is Local Goat. Whether we get an appetizer, we've tried onion rings, we've tried nachos quite a bit.
Oh my gosh, their steak nachos. I mean, queso and balsamic drizzle on it. It sounds weird, but it's the best thing ever.
And it's enough nachos for 3 or 4 people. We have literally just ordered the nachos and a couple drinks and had that for a meal.
And speaking of hamburgers that drip down to your elbows, the Tennessee whiskey burger.
I was going to say that is probably our favorite thing there.
I mean, they make their own burger buns. They make their own ketchup. They've got little shoestring fries that have seasoning on them. The Tennessee burger, whiskey burger, it's got like Jack Daniel's whiskey glaze on it and bacon and cheese, and I think there's onion fries on it.
There is onion straws on it. They are shredded and very thin, very lightly breaded onions.
Their ribs are good. Literally every time we come into town, we stop at the Local Goat. And if you are familiar with town at all, that is where the giant filled parking lot always is.
Place opens at 11. We've been there at 11, and by 15, 20 minutes later, there's a wait. They are lined out the door almost every day. Even in the off-season, they are busy. And even their desserts are good. We've had their peanut butter pie and
white chocolate bread pudding. I don't even like white chocolate, and the bread pudding's amazing.
So you can't go wrong. Desserts, appetizers, burgers, entrees. It is a great place. Everything is, like she said, just locally made or made in-house. So everything has got a great flavor to it. I don't think we mentioned the service. We will say that real quick. The service has been outstanding. We've eaten there 10 or 12 times.
Never had bad service.
And our final restaurant is Junction 35. This is our favorite restaurant. It was hard to choose between this and Local Go, but...
Yeah, it's like a 1 and a 1A.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with either one.
I will say our last time in Pigeon Forge was our first visit to Junction 35, and we rearranged our schedule to make sure that we ate there again before we left. That is how much it impressed us.
Because if there's one restaurant only if you could only choose to eat at one restaurant while you were in Pigeon Forge or even Gatlinburg, I would drive back to Pigeon Forge to go to Junction 35 because their wings are some of the best wings we have ever had.
Blackberry, moonshine, barbecue, smoked wings. It's some version of that. You'll see it on the menu. Get them, get them. They are the best wings I've ever had in my entire life.
We got them twice. We got the small order the first time, a large order the second time. So we've eaten a couple dozen wings, and none of them were burnt, fatty, overcooked, dried out. They were just soaked in sauce.
We tried moonshine there because it's attached to a distillery, the only restaurant/distillery in the area, and highly recommend sour gummy worm and creamsicle.
Yes, the orange creamsicle was really good.
And as a side note, their creamsicle isn't a creamy moonshine. Somehow it's a clear moonshine, but tastes exactly like orange creamsicle. Had shrimp and grits. I had the biggest serving of shrimp and grits I ever had. I could only eat half, but it was the flavor that makes you want to keep going even when you know you need to stop.
Yeah, that was good. I'm not even a huge fan of grits. And it had a good spice to it. Like the spice level was not burn your mouth out, but it was very flavorful.
And the smoked meats, the brisket was it was tender.
I was going to say that, yeah, the brisket just fell apart.
Let's see.
Because we had I had a brisket sandwich.
And yeah, he let me have a bite, which was nice of him because I don't know that I would have let someone have a bite. And it was really good.
And there was enough of the sandwich. I was determined to finish the brisket, so I quit eating the bread because it was just that good. It just fell apart. And the service was really good.
The Tennessee poutine, we had that as an appetizer as well. That was really good. It had a really good gravy on it.
And there was a lot of gravy.
It was.
Like they gave us plenty of fries, but there was still a lot of gravy left over, so you're not going to worry about having plenty of food.
Yeah, I don't know particularly what was Tennessee about it, but it was really good poutine. I'm anxious to try more stuff on their menu. I'm going to start at the beginning and make my way to the end.
And there you have our favorite restaurants. If there's only one you could try, like I said, we would take you to Junction 35. Because like she said, we reworked our schedule to make a second trip in there to be able to try more stuff.
Who knows? Next time you're in Pigeon Forge, maybe you should look for us there. There's a good chance we'll be there.